If you're someone who looks to save money anytime you fill your tank, then there's a good chance that you're already familiar with the app GasBuddy, but have you heard about Pay with GasBuddy? Well, in this video, we're going to be taking a closer look at the newer option, Pay with GasBuddy Plus, including the pros and cons. Hey everyone, this is Kyle from Fiany, your financial resource for a changing world. For app and tool reviews, credit card reviews, travel tips, and more, be sure to subscribe, and thanks for hitting that like button. Years ago, I made a video about the Pay with GasBuddy card, and even made a follow-up when the product got revamped. Well, recently, GasBuddy unveiled a new generation of the card, now called Pay with GasBuddy Plus. So what does this new version have to offer, and is it worth it? Let's take a look at what you need to know, as well as my initial experience. Before we dive into what Pay with GasBuddy offers, let's talk a bit about how this version compares to the previous one. Admittedly, on the surface, Pay with GasBuddy and Pay with GasBuddy Plus may not seem terribly different. However, easily the biggest change is that Pay with GasBuddy Plus is technically a charge card, although it still functions a lot like a debit card. The other big difference is that it can now be used at any pump where Mastercard is accepted. Previously, the card could only be used at participating stations, and while that included 95% of gas stations nationwide, this change should increase that figure even higher. Lastly, Pay with GasBuddy Plus adds a convenience store perk that we'll talk about a bit later. By the way, the regular Pay with GasBuddy card is being discontinued, so the new version is really your only option. With that out of the way, the first things to know about Pay with GasBuddy Plus are that it's a free card, and while it's technically a charge card, there's no credit check and will have no impact on your credit whatsoever. Despite the plus in the name, the new version of the card is still completely free. Moreover, opening your Pay with GasBuddy Plus card is relatively simple, although you will need to provide some key information such as your name, address, and driver's license number. You'll also need to link a bank account, as that's how you'll pay off your card's balance. That said, technically you can opt for a manual bill pay version of the card. However, if you don't elect for auto pay, you won't receive any fuel savings, making the whole thing pretty pointless. For that reason, I recommend selecting auto pay and treating your card like a debit card. On that note, as mentioned, there is no credit check to sign up, and your credit won't be impacted by opening the card. Next, with the card, you'll save a minimum of 3 cents per gallon, although that could go all the way up to 33% with deal alerts. Just like the old version of the card, when you use Pay with GasBuddy Plus at the pump, you won't see your savings displayed in the price on the pump or on your receipt. However, once the transaction is cleared, you'll see the discount reflected in the total you see in the GasBuddy app and in the amount debited from your linked bank account. As mentioned, at a minimum, you'll save 3 cents per gallon with your card. However, when you look in the GasBuddy app, you'll likely see several deal alerts that you can activate for additional savings. While GasBuddy states that these can go as high as 30 cents, I tend to see ones in the range of 5 cents to 17 cents, and these deals can change often. To take advantage of deal alerts, you'll need to tap the offer in the app and then use your card at the specified station within the 4-hour time frame. Then, you'll see the discounted price once the transaction is settled. In addition to those savings, Pay with GasBuddy Plus also has a perk for convenience store purchases. One of the stated perks of Pay with GasBuddy Plus is that for every $25 in non-fuel purchases you make using the Pay with GasBuddy Plus card inside a convenience store, you'll earn an additional 3 cents off per gallon on your next fill. To try this out, I headed to the best convenience store I could think of, and one where I could easily spend $25, Buc-ee's. Unfortunately, when I went to pay, my card was declined, leading me to give up and pay with a different card instead. Looking at the GasBuddy app, I'm not sure if this only applies to specific C-stores, but Buc-ee's is listed in the app as having a convenience store. In other words, I don't know what the issue is, but personally, I wouldn't get too excited about this particular perk, lest you run into a similar issue. Another way to save with your card is via gasback offers for online shopping, local dining, and more. Like the old Pay with GasBuddy card, you can take advantage of gasback deals and stack your savings with your GasBuddy Plus card. Similar to Rakuten, there are several deals offered by multiple online retailers and the rewards section of the app that deliver a percentage or a flat dollar amount of your purchase in gas back. For example, current offers include 4% gas back from JCPenney online, 2% from Petco, $5 back from HelloFresh, as well as many others. Beyond these online offers, there are also card-linked gasback deals as well. Looking in my area, there are several restaurants where I could earn 4% gas back on my purchase when using any linked Mastercard, Visa, or American Express card. However, with this feature being powered by Rewards Network, adding a card to GasBuddy for this feature may disable rewards you're earning elsewhere. For example, when I tried, I was notified that I was no longer earning rewards from Built Neighborhood Dining. For what it's worth, other Rewards Network's offerings include T-Mobile Dining Rewards, Sky Miles Dining, and many more. Overall, if gas is a key purchase for you and stacking savings is your goal, then these may be worth it. However, for most, I'd recommend trying Rakuten or other cashback options instead. Finally, while I've stressed that the regular version of Pay with GasBuddy Plus is free, there is also a paid premium option. With Pay with GasBuddy Plus Premium, you can save a guaranteed 20 cents per gallon on your first 50 gallons each month. Combined with deal alerts and other features, this could apparently save you up to 50 cents off per gallon. On top of that, Premium includes some roadside assistance features powered by Allstate that apply to up to 2 events per year. FYI, you'll need to wait 72 hours after joining to use these roadside perks, so don't bother trying to sign up if you're already stranded. As for the cost, Pay with GasBuddy Plus Premium currently charges $99 per month or $99 a year if you pay upfront. Overall, I think Pay with GasBuddy Plus is an improvement over the prior version and is a handy tool to have along with you on road trips. That said, there are still a few downsides. I was already fond of the previous Pay with GasBuddy product and don't really see any negative changes with the Plus version. That's why I'm always sure to bring along my card for long drives and will stake out deal alerts when it's time to top off our tank. As for the drawbacks, in areas where stations added a surcharge for using a credit or debit card, you may still be better off paying with cash. Meanwhile, there are also credit cards that may offer better cashback rates on gas, unless you consistently score large deal alerts, that is. I'll also note that I was disappointed that my convenience store trial didn't work, so I'd stick to just fill-ups. Lastly, some might not be comfortable giving up all of their info to GasBuddy in exchange for these savings, so if that's you, go ahead and skip this one. But if you're someone looking to save on gasoline and are willing to put in a bit of work to find the best deals, then I do think that the Pay with GasBuddy Plus card could be a useful tool to have in your arsenal, even if you don't use it exclusively. Hopefully this gives you a better idea about what Pay with GasBuddy Plus is all about, but for more on the card, I'll have a link to my full written review in the description box down below or right up here on screen. Also, if you have the Pay with GasBuddy card, I'm very curious to know your experience with it, and specifically whether you've had any luck with the convenience store option. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time here on Finey.